guys, so I'm looking a little similar. Yes, I'm filming these videos back to back, but we are doing 2 consecutive days in a row, so I gotta do that. Next 5 weeks, in case you missed yesterday's video. Next 5 weeks, Fridays and Saturdays are Final Destination Fridays and Saw Saturdays, and also I've made some other announcements in the video yesterday, so if you missed it, make sure to go watch at least the beginning of that video because I talk about some new things coming up on this channel that are new and different and exciting. So I've already reviewed the first 2 Saw movies, so if you haven't seen those yet, I will link them down below, but for the next 5 weeks, we're gonna do 3 through 7. And today we're going to be talking about Saw 3. This film came out in 2006 and it was directed by Darren Lynn Bousman. He was also the director of Saw 2 and Saw 4 and Repo the Genetic Opera. I have not seen that because I'm not really into operas. Musicals are okay. Not sure about the opera, but if you think I should watch it and maybe review it, please let me know. I love the concept. So the main storyline about this film, we're still following the story of Jigsaw kind of mostly, and so in the beginning he kidnaps a doctor to help keep him alive because he is ridden with cancer. They put like this huge trap on her neck that has a bunch of bombs on it that is connected to his heart rate, so if he dies, she dies. And Amanda is very much a big part in this film. You see her connection with Jigsaw and kind of like their friendship. She gets very defensive of Jigsaw and like very stern with this doctor to be like, you have to fix him. Then there's a man who is also kidnapped and placed in these series of traps, and he had actually lost his son to an accident, and the driver of the car that hit him had gone free. So every trap throughout are people who are related to the death, whether it's a witness, and then finally he comes face to face with the actual killer of his son, and he can choose to save everyone and forgive everyone or let them die. Then we kind of have the inner plot of all the Saw films where you have the detectives and things like that. I'm not really into those plots as much as I am the individual ones that happen in every movie. I prefer those because that's when the real good traps happen. So out of the first 3 films, I love the third one. I still to this day include it in one of my favorites. It's just I've seen it so many times that I'm kind of burnt out on it. Sorry, there's my window's open again. So we kind of jump back and forth between the 2 characters, and I like this one and the plot development a lot because you really get to see a lot of character development with Amanda and some of the detectives. So I want to get into spoilers right away. I really don't want to stall anymore on the storyline or anything. I want to get into the spoilers because I love the ending of this film. Well, this isn't really a spoiler, but it's kind of hard to catch unless you're really paying attention in the beginning. But the man who is in all the little traps, like for all the other people, is actually married to the doctor woman who is trying to save Jigsaw's life. So in the end, he goes into that room that she is in trying to save him and sees her and Jigsaw and Amanda actually shoots the wife in the back. Her name's Lynn, I believe, and shoots her in the back and she falls on the ground. And so then the guy, Jeff, who is like the main guy whose son was killed, well, I guess both of them had their son killed, there we go, he shoots Amanda in return. And as she's kind of like dying, holding her neck or whatever, she turns to Jigsaw and Jigsaw says, "This was a trap for you. It was your test to see if you could let someone live regardless of what happens. It's more of an empathy test, rather." And I love that. I love that he tested her and she failed hardcore and she dies. The guy actually goes up to Jigsaw and Jigsaw says to him, "If you save me or let me live, I'll call an ambulance for your wife." But he says, "I forgive you," and then he slices his throat open. So then we have Jigsaw who has died. And this movie is actually the start of someone taking on Jigsaw's role and creating these traps and testing people. But the new person who takes this on actually makes it so the traps are not survivable. He's more in revenge mode and like killing mode rather than Jigsaw, who at least gave them a chance to survive. So I think this is where it starts to get interesting within the detective plot, and as it continues on in the next few films, I think it's more and more interesting, although it gets a little bit more plot heavy that it gets kind of confusing sometimes, but I still like it. I just didn't like the detective stories up until now, and then once it gets to like the 4th one, and actually this one was okay, it just wasn't a very big part of the film, it starts to get a little bit better because we have this new person who is doing the traps that does not care about the life of the people or changing them at all, which is originally what Jigsaw always planned. So the third one is always a good one in my book. I just have seen it so many times. But it has a lot of famous traps within it. The first trap with the guy who has all the things in his like skin, he has to rip them out, is really cool. I love that one, especially the very last one that he has to try and get out is in his like mandible bone. It's like through this part and he has to like rip it out. That's basically all I have to say about the Saw 3 movie. Let me know what you thought about this film individually and this whole series as a whole. And let me know if you're excited for Final Destination Fridays and Saw Saturdays, because I'm excited to have like a consistent series. Let's hope I can be consistent with it. And also let me know if you're excited for the other things coming up that are new like things to this channel, because I really want to make it different and unique and new for you guys. I've been reviewing movies for years and I want to like do something new. I'll still be reviewing movies, but I want to like, you know, talk about other things too. Let me know your thoughts down below. Leave some movie requests down below as well. I hope you enjoyed and I'll talk to you soon. Bye.
Now, can you promise me that no one else is going to die?